All right, gang, more and more Democrat insiders are openly admitting that Joe is done. You could stick a fork in him. He's done. I mean, look at this from ABC News. It's a highlight from their latest poll that showed Trump crushing Biden by 9 points. Actually, if you round it off, it's 10 points. And here's what they wrote. Listen to this. This is stunning. President Joe Biden's job approval rating is 19 points underwater. His ratings for handling the economy and immigration are at career lows. A record number of Americans say they've become worse off under his presidency. 3/4 say he's too old for another term. They don't mention that 60% think he's too senile. And Donald Trump is looking better in retrospect, meaning that Donald Trump is more popular of a president than Biden is. All severe challenges. Yes, I would say so. What a way of spinning it. All severe challenges for Biden in his reelection campaign ahead. This is ABC News. This is ABC News. This is the corporation. This is the outlet that employs George Stephanopoulos, one of the biggest shills for the Democratic Party on the planet. Let me translate it for you. Biden's done. Stick a fork in him. He's done. Unless you Democrats find somebody else, Trump is getting reelected. Look at this from the Washington Examiner. Biden poll freakout. That's the headline. This is too much fun. Having more fun than a human should be allowed to have, as the great Rush would say. Biden poll freakout. Again, it's yet another article on Democrat insiders admitting Biden is toast. He's done. And the key here, gang, is that every political pundit out there, okay, guys, I mean, who have seen elections for the last 4 decades, every political pundit out there knows Sleepy Joe's poll numbers are not going to recover. They're only going to get lower. Not with this economy. Again, there's a reason why no president has won re-election when a recession has occurred within the last 2 years of their time in office. And again, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what Wikipedia defines recession now that Biden is in office. It doesn't matter. If people perceive there's a recession, like 75% of voters under the age of 30 believe we're in right now, that's it. The perception is reality. There's a reason why no president has won re-election when a recession has occurred in the last 2 years of their time in office, because their poll numbers continue to collapse. And no one has won re-election successfully with poll numbers lower than the mid to high 40s. Obama lowered the threshold to the mid 40s. I think it was around 45% he was able to pull off against Romney, which isn't hard, we now know, because nobody in the blue collar counties of Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan, Pennsylvania came out to vote for Romney. Unlike with Trump, they come out to vote for Trump in spades. They won't come out to vote for any other Republican candidate, most especially DeSantis. It's just not going to happen. But Obama lowered the threshold to an approval around 45 in order to get reelected. Where's Biden right now? Where's Biden's approval? You need at least 45 to get reelected. Biden's approval right now, gang, in virtually every poll is in the 30s. Biden's approval is in the freaking 30s. At this point, apart from shenanigans that would make 2020 actually look pristine by comparison, Biden is not getting reelected. This is what these articles are all saying. They can't say that, of course. They can't admit that. But that's what the pollsters, the pundits, the commentators, they read these headlines loud and clear. Biden is not getting reelected.
But first, gang, I got to tell you, I was utterly shocked when I was recently shown just how easy it is to access the deed to my house, and not just access it, but change it. I mean, if you don't know, the deed to your home is the only document that proves you own it. But the problem is that the deeds to all our homes are now online, and criminals are free to find our deeds, forge our signatures, refile as the new owner of our homes, take out tons of loans using our home's equity, and then stick us with the debt. And by the way, if you think homeowners insurance is going to bail you out, you got another thing coming. But that's where our good friends over at Home Title Lock come in. Gang, they're absolutely amazing. Home Title Lock gives you the peace of mind that the deed to your home is absolutely and completely protected. Click on that link below right now and use promo code Turley Talks. And all you have to do is enter your address for your no obligation home title scan to see if you've already been a victim of deed theft. I mean, that's $100 value, absolutely and totally free if you use my promo code Turley Talks. Gang, don't wait for the worst to happen only to regret that you didn't do something about it when you could have. Click on that link below right now and secure your home today.
Cackles Kamala. Cackles Kamala is beyond an embarrassment, and Democrats know that were Cackles the nominee, the party would be wiped out for a generation. They know that. They know there's no shenanigans that's going to make up for that. So Cackles ain't happening. But neither is Gavin Newsom. The polls are showing he is not popular. He's not even popular in California. He barely survived a recall in the bluest of blue states. So it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. And I don't see Michelle Obama doing anything either. Again, she's just seen as she's an emblem of the elite ruling class. She's nowhere near as popular as her husband. Her husband wasn't even that popular towards the end. So they don't have anyone. The Democrats are stuck. They're stuck with a convalescent, senile candidate. And, you know, frankly, that explains so much of the conflicting messaging we're getting out there, right? What's the conflicting messaging? We've talked about this before. Joe did nothing wrong. There's no evidence. You saw the hearings yesterday and today. There's no evidence. There's no evidence of anything even remotely wrong that Joe's ever done in his whole life. And yet, he's got to go. It's time for him to go. He's got to call it quits. He's never done anything wrong in the history of humanity. He's the most moral man. He could literally walk on water, and he's got to go. And the easy way to explain is he can't get impeached, because if he got impeached, that would mean Cackles Kamala. The Cackles Kamala catastrophe would take over. But they don't want him running for re-election because that would be a disaster in its own right. But they have no one else to replace him. So you've got this conflicting messaging. But make sure you get the big takeaway from all of this, gang. Trump is surging, and everyone else is collapsing. Trump is surging, and everyone else is collapsing. 2024 is right now shaping up to be the single greatest populist revolt against the ruling class the world has ever seen. The people are more united than ever before, and they are more determined than ever to send an unmistakable message to the permanent political class. This is our nation. We, the people, are the ultimate governors of our own political and economic destiny, not you. That ultimately is why every single member of the permanent political class is imploding, and Donald J. Trump is surging.